Jasper, please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jasper Focus. This is my project on origins of paleontology or history of paleontology, either or. I don't actually know how many hours I have in this project in total. I would say roughly around 45, 30-ish, maybe in between those two. So first, I'm going to talk about the first discovery of dinosaurs. So the bone itself was found in 1677 by a man named Robert Plot. However, they didn't think it was anything other than a bigger human. And it was a lower, like a hip bone. So they just assumed it was a humanoid. They didn't really get like a skull or teeth, so it has more bones are found. In 1824, by a geologist named William Buckland, it was correctly identified as the Megalosaurus. And now moving on. So these are some of the first exhibits. The first dinosaur to be on display was the Heratosaurus, which in 1868. And then one of the first parks for dinosaurs. By park, I mean basically just it was an area of sculptures, which was those sculptures were very much incorrect by a large margin. If you've seen some of them, I sadly don't have a picture here, but you're going to see one very soon. They depicted them more as four-legged creatures than bipedal. And that park opened up in 1854, and it is still open today, I believe. And now we're moving on to art of paleontology and how it was depicted. These drawings, the two on the top, are what they called the Crystal Palace Park. These are what they thought the dinosaurs looked like, but then has more time. For instance, on the one on the far right in the middle, they realized that they were bipedal, so they thought they stood up like kangaroos, but then realized that also was not correct by further discovery. And they realized they were bipedal and leaned forward, most of them. And then these are some early examples of paleontology art. And paleontology art changes over time a lot. It's stopped changing right around now, but I think the most recent change would probably be the discovery that they had feathers. That's what it is. And then these are my sources. Thanks for watching. Any questions? Eli.
What was your favorite part about this project?
I don't really have one because I guess learning about how it all started was kind of interesting. I'd say that's about it. Rylan?
I have two questions. Why did you choose this project?
Because I like dinosaurs, and that's it. That's about it.
Okay. And then, so you said you had 40 hours or something?
Roughly.
That was a small amount of information for 40 hours. Just like.
That's not a question.
Comment, same difference.
Abigail?
Two questions. Do you think everything that we've ever theorized and learned about dinosaurs could be false? We originally believed that they were most of them or all of them were scaly, but they're starting to figure out that they have feathers. Do you think color patterns on them could be completely different? And second of all, do you want to be a paleontologist when you grow up?
For your first question, they don't actually know what color they were. They did discover they had color. By that I mean it wasn't just a series of grays and greens and browns. They had actual color in the feathers. And also, them having scales is highly likely with how they are designed. So birds themselves do have scales, and that's the closest relative to dinosaurs. So it is highly likely, and of course I do. For your second question. Landon.
Do you know why they thought the dinosaurs looked like that? Why they made them on four legs?
Well, if I remember correctly, they for the iguanodon, which was one of the first dinosaurs, it was on. It's that one. They realized that it looks, hence why it was named iguanodon. It was very comparable to that of the iguana. So they based that design off of the iguana itself. And then for the megalosaurus, they thought it was very similar to the Komodo dragon. So they designed it kind of after. They thought they were basically just big lizards, is what they thought they were.
So they were trying to use the knowledge they had to try to create a better picture.
Exactly.
Do you know when they discovered that they were not just giant lizards, but actually dinosaurs?
Discovering more bones. I believe the exact discovery that made them realize that they weren't before like legged is they realized that the forearms and the back like legs were in different size and length. I believe that was on the iguanodon that they discovered that, and then they realized that yeah, these are not four-legged creatures; they're more bipedal in shape.
How like exactly comparable are dinosaurs to birds in the modern day? Like how different are they?
Depends on which dinosaur.
Say pterodactyl compared to like a hawk or something.
I don't actually know enough about the pterodactyl and how dinosaurs flew. I know there's a lot of debate about it. I can get back to you on that though. Maddie?
I was gonna say, I didn't realize if you said it or not, but what was your driving question?
I didn't actually have this on here, and I realized that the second I walked up here that I don't have any of the questions on. I honestly don't remember what it was, but the supporting questions were what was the first dinosaur? And then what was the first exhibit? How were they displayed? Things. I think those were the four questions. I can't remember exactly what the fourth was. Riley.
I know there is a old picture from World War I or II, and that there was a pterodactyl actually shot down. Do you know if that was a photo? They put the image in there, or do you know if that was actually true?
Probably just a bat.
No, it was here. I can
Total shock.
No, we're not. I don't
You
know.
can show 'em there.
Anyway, Abigail.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say because I got so caught off guard about that.
Mr. Prim.
There's some other like, did you learn about any other famous paleontologists as part of this project?
Well, for my main focus on the project was less about when they started learning more and more things. It was like early time.
Okay.
So this was during the time that they didn't even have a name for dinosaurs.
Okay.
And paleontologists weren't even technically a thing. It was geology.
Is this a capstone, previous independent project, or like a current independent?
It's an independent project right now.
I didn't know.
My capstone is going to be about Norse mythology. That's
Oh. I like that.
all.
All right.
I'm just glad.
Nice job, Jasper.